A lot of people skip locks like this, and then their picking stalls out. Okay, there we go. Let me show you how locks like this can build your skills. Hello and welcome back to Lock Lab 101. What we have here is a Toledo. It's not a high security lock. It hasn't been opened. However, it does teach and train a very good skill, and we're going to talk about this as I pick it. Okay, this is just coming out of the package. Here's the literature on the back side of it. So we're looking at security pins, we're looking at 6 pins, pick resistant. Not a high security lock, but I wouldn't call it a bad lock either. Toledo T050, so it's a 50mm Toledo. Okay, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is we always scope it. See what we got in here. The warding on the lock is pretty aggressive, but there is a lot of space in there. I didn't see any breaks between the key pin and the spring pin. Okay, other than the warding, the aggressive warding, I don't see any obstructions that I need to be concerned about. But because of that, I'm going to have to use a pretty thin pick. Okay, so I'm going to do a top of the keyway tension. I like top of the keyway tension because it puts the rotational tension at the center of the plug. It just completely eliminates any question of the plug binding with the lock body. Okay, that's why I do that. I'm going to pick this one in the hand, not in the vise. Okay, let's get started. It's real important that you start picking a lock like this in the right mindset. If you start picking in the wrong mindset and think it's going to be simple because it's a cheaper lock, you're setting yourself up for failure. So mindset and lock picking is super important. You got to actualize what's going on and what you want to happen. Okay, pin 2 there was no binding. Sorry, pin 1 there was no binding. Pin 2 there was. I think I'm on, let's see, 1, 2, 4. I'm on 4 now, and I believe I'm in a false set. I don't want to ease up on the tension because I think I'll lose number 2. Okay, let's move on to 5. Okay, good click on 5. Let's go to 6. We'll come back out on 4. I'm a little undecided on 4, but I also don't want to loosen up my tension at all. I'm using quite a bit of heavy tension. Back on 1. I think I got something on 1. Let me reposition a little bit. Okay, 2. Get repositioned for 2. Let's move on down to 3, 4. I think I'm on a good set on 4. Let me come back up to 2. I think, okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, that wasn't too bad. You can see the inside there. This can probably be top shimmed also, based off of what I see in here. Okay, nice little lock. And that's exactly why you don't want to skip locks like this. Pin 4 kept giving me that false set, and if you don't learn them here on locks like these, you'll struggle on the harder locks. The binding on this Toledo is super honest. It forces you to control the tension instead of muscling through it. Though I tried to muscle through it a little bit, I got ahead of myself. And look at these key cuts. There's number 4. I kept on getting a false set in number 4 and number 2. That's why number 2 was hiding. I had a hard time setting 2. I think because I was coming over the top of number 1 and I couldn't get down there. Locks like this build the fundamentals that make everything lock picking related easier. You shouldn't skip them. And besides, I can buy like 20 of these, maybe even 30 of these for the price of one high security lock. I still develop a lot of skills on cheaper locks like this. They're not expensive, but you get a tremendous amount from them. And a lot of people just blow them off for whatever reason. But I think they're a pretty good training tool. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you learned something. If you did, please comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Like and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much.